Angibingelele bazalwane egameni lenkosi yethu Jesu. Siqhubeka nesifundo sethu Acts 27 la sigcine khona. Sigcine uPaul befika eMyra, right? Sithe uMyra iSunday law mengabe uyakhumbula. But manje siqhubeka nestory sethu njengamanje. Ake sifunde uverse 6 ngoba umunye uline ke lo manje. Ngoba umkhumbi osuke eCaesarea wafika eMyra sizozwa ukuthi kuzokwenzekani. Verse 6, and there the centurion found a ship of Alexandria sailing into Italy, and he put us therein. So mebefika eMyra bazobe sebengena ke manje komunye umkhumbi, right? Lo mkhumbi esithi umkhumbi wase Alexandria kushiwo kanjalo. So mengabe usayikhumbula imap yethu esiveze leya map, right? Naliya loluya hambo sithe loluya hambo lusuka eCaesarea nayiCaesarea, right? And then uyamuva lo mkhumbi wafika eSidon, and then kuthiwa wahamba under Cyprus. Njengoba ubona uhamba ngaphansi kweCyprus, nansi Cyprus, bekufanele ngabe uhamba ngaphezulu, right? But wahamba ngaphansi under Cyprus. Then wafika eMyra, nayi le ndawo kuthiwa iseMyra. So ke manje bazothola omunye umkhumbi ke la. Lo mkhumbi kuthiwa umkhumbi wase-Alexandria. So sizofocusa ke kulesi story ke manje ngoba sekuyistory esisha ke lesi, right? Right. So nanku ke lo mkhumbi wase-Alexandria. So igama elithi Alexandria means the protector of the people. So lo mkhumbi igama lawo is the protector of the people, lo vikela abantu, right? So sithi ke esinye story ke lesi into esoyicacisa ke la ukuthi ke le mikhumbi emibili, so kusho ukuthi mhlawumbe isifundisana lento isifundisa sizothi i-repeat and enlarge. So leya nto yokuthi uphinde story bese uya-enlarge kusona, uyabona, uyasiphinda kodwa khona i-information oyi-eddayo futhi, angithi uyayibona leyana. So iyona ke into esiyibonayo ke njengamanje, yiyo lesodila nayo njengamanje, right? So sithi lo mkhumbi wase-Adramyttium uhambe wafika eMyra. So lo wase-Alexandria uzobathatha from eMyra kuya phambili, ngoba sithe lo mkhumbi kahle kahle uya eRome, angithi la ufuna ukuya khona egcineni kufanele ufikile eRome, right? Okay, so ake siphinde sifunde sizwe la ukuthi kuzothini. Verse 6, and there the centurion found a ship of Alexandria sailing into Italy, and he put us therein. And when he had sailed slowly many days, and scarce were come over against Cnidus. Okay, before see a point in elandelayo, let's bheke kahle into eyenzekayo la. Lo mkhumbi uzosuka eMyra or bazofica eMyra, but kodwa kahle hle lo mkhumbi usuka wona. Lo mkhumbi usuka eAlexandria, angithi umkhumbi wase-Alexandria lo, it's a ship of Alexandria. Alexandria ikuphi? Alexandria is Egypt, right? So ama-Romans into beyenza ngoba bekuyi-kingdom yama-Romans yonke le Egypt kuhlangene ko-Palestine ngiyoka kuyaphezulu e-Europe. So because e-Egypt khona lo mfula ekuthiwa Nile River, so okusho ukuthi bekutshalwa ama-grains kade tshalwa khona e-Egypt, i-wheat particularly ukolweni ubutshalwa e-Egypt. and then-ke manje bese kusuka le mikhumbi-ke ithwele-ke amasaka-ke ale wheat iwa-supplya yonke i-Europe le, uyabona, because lapha e-Egypt kunalowa mhlaba ovundile eduze kwe-Nile River laphana. So lo mkhumbi-ke usuka e-Egypt, e-Alexandria particularly. Igama lalo mkhumbi yini? The protector of the people. Lo mkhumbi uvikela abantu. Lo mkhumbi uthweleni? Lo mkhumbi uthwele i-wheat, uthwele ukolweni, uthwele amasaka e-wheat. Lo mkhumbi njengoba manje uzoqhamuka lo mkhumbi ufice oPaul la bese befakwa kulo mkhumbi, angithi uyabona. So sibheke leyo nto enjalo-ke manje, so ukuthi lo mkhumbi umthetho wakhona ukhona la usuka khona-ke, right? Usuke e-Alexandria kahle kahle la usuka khona. But ake sibuke size la Myra. Myra means bitterness, luka kubaba ngithi. And sifuna ukuthi Lucius sithe white, leya nto yokuthi amasimu a-white, and leya nto sathi imayelana ne-harvest, sivuno lesiya, ngithi uyabona. So sithi i-repeat and enlarge le yalesi story bekade sisifunda eqaleni. So into esifuna ukuyiveza ukuthi uMyra usekwenye komunye uline manje sikhuluma ngomkhumbi wase-Alexandria, asakhuluma ngalowa mkhumbi wase-Adramyttium. Eqaleni uMyra bowusekugcineni laphaya, point lokugcina besithe i-Sunday law. But njengamanje iMyra ukusekuqaleni kwale jeni, uyayibona leya nto, bitterness, because sithe leya history leya, nazi le history sibheke la phezulu leqala ngo-1989, 2001 to Sunday law le besidila nayo esifundweni esihloni. But if usithi le history is a repeat and enlarge, so kusho ukuthi kahle kahle sirepeata yiphi history la. Ngithi uyakhumbula ukuthi sidila ne-history, nansi history, alpha history of ancient spiritual Israel, their history yama-Millerites leya, ngithi uyayibona. And then bese sidila ne-omega history ya spiritual Israel, the history stay history ye 144,000. So now lama histories, right? Eqaleni-ke besibeke enye history lapha phezulu, i-history kaKristu, sabeka isiqalo i-history kaMoses laphaya. So but njengamanje nanga ama-histories esifuna ukufocusa kuwona, siyabona history yama-Millerites nale history yethu, right? So sithi yiwo lama histories esiboniswa wona la. Okay, so kusho ukuthi-ke mesikhuluma-ke manje ngaleya nto exakayo ebabayo kule history le, iyiphi into ebabayo or noma yini le ebabayo? So sizosuggesta-ke ngoba-ke it's a revision kahle kahle lesiyenzayo ukuthi u-1844 lo. So u-1844 uyayikhumbula leya bitter experience, leya nto ebabayo exakayo, angithi uyabona. Mawufunda uRevelation 10 angithi nayi message uyayidla lapha uJohn. Thina uJohn lapha kuRevelation 10 sifunda verse 8. I went unto the angel, John chapter 10 verse 8. And I went to the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I've eaten it, my belly was bitter. So, and he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples, nations, and tongues, and kings. So, now the message, ma-Millerites lawa ayithatha incwadi esandleni salengilosi, and le ncwadi sithe ayithathe nini. Ayithi uyakhumbula ukuthi sikhulume ngo-1798 history yama-Millerites le, according to Daniel chapter 12 verse 4, right? Kuthiwa Daniel ivala incwadi Daniel until the time of the end. Vala incwadi Daniel kuze kube yini? Isikhathi sokuphela. Isikhathi sokuphela ubani? 1798. So ivaliwe incwadi ngapha, kumnyama, darkness. But ngaliya ivuliwe incwadi. Angithi uyabona? Nanke yasho uthi incwadi ivuliwe esandleni sengilozi. Ithi ingilozi wazothatha incwadi, and wayithatha incwadi, wayidla incwadi, yabamnandi incwadi. Ama-Millerites lawa azoyithatha le message, abese yayidla le message, ibe sibamnandi njengoba bezoyipreach. But le message masoyipreacha abantu bazoyireject, angithi? So bazoyireject abantu, and sithi futhi ke manje le bitter experience ihambisana ke manje even nale disappointment ke manje abazoyithola ngo-1844, angithi uyabona? So sithi ke lesi story ke esikhuluma ngaso la, khona le bitter experience la ngo-1844 mase uChrist engabuyi, and then uthola ukuthi abantu ba disappointed, right? So 1844, right? So isithi harvest la uzokwazi ukuthi ke impela kwasekwazeka vele ngo-1844 ukuthi obani ababantwana bakaNkulunkulu, obani futhi abangebona. Inqwaba iyabuyela emuva, ngithi yabuyela back kuma churches abo, kuma Sunday churches abo, angithi uyabona? Abantwana bakaNkulunkulu bangena noKristu in the most holy place ngo-1844. Sayibona leyana, and isitsheliwe about 50 abantu abangena noKristu in the most holy place, and then waqala uKristu waphinde wakhulisa ibandla lakhe, right? So sithi 1844 lo sikhuluma nge-church. Usakhumbula ukuthi sikhuluma ngani? Sithe sikhuluma ngama-institutions, right? Angithi sithe ayithula ama-institutions. I-Seventh Adventist Church lesidila nayo la, bese sidila ne-United States of America, right? So sisakhuluma nje nge-Seventh Adventist Church la, uyazi ama-Millerites la zoguquka kwi-Seventh Adventist Church ngo-1844. Into eyenzekile, abantu beba disappointed ngo-1844. So kwi-United States of America yiphi event esiyinotayo la? Okay, sesiyishilo lento ukuthi lo mkhumbi kahle kahle usuka ngo-1798 la uqala khona, because la uqala khona lo mkhumbi njengoba sikhuluma nge-Alexandria, angithi? The history yama-Millerites iqala ngo-1798, siyayazi, right? So kusho ukuthi ngo-1798 we can show ke manje ukuthi le Seventh Adventist Church esikhuluma ngayo iqala la, singasho la prophetically njengoba sikhuluma ukuthi iqale ngo-1798. Le movement or le Seventh Adventist Church yiyo le ehambayo, and yenye futhi eqala ngo-1798. United States of America eqala ngo-1798. Noma singeke siquote size siye kule quotation, but into esiyaziyo, siyazi ukuthi ngo-1798 kwenzekani? Kuphela lo mbuso wePapacy lo 1260 years, angithi? Uwo lo phelayo ngo-1798. Lo mbuso uqale ngo-538, angithi? So siyazi ukuthi i-beast ka number 5 leya iPapacy, angithi? Sikhuluma ngePapacy irula amakhosi ase-Europe, angithi uyabona? So sithi mayiphela iPapacy kufanele kube khona omunye umbuso oqhamukayo, angithi? La iphela khona, angithi? And uRevelation 13 siyazi ukuthi kukhulunywa ngani la. Nango-Revelation 13 yasitshela lezi ndaba, because uRevelation 13 verse 1 ukhuluma ngani? NgePapacy. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his head 10 crowns, and upon his head the names of blasphemy. Nale beast namakhanda ayi-7 neempondo eziwu-10 ephuma olwandle futhi angithi uyabona uverse 1 lo iphuma olwandle. So siyazi ulwandle abantu ama-nations, tongues. So Revelation 17 verse 15 ositshela leyo. So kahle le beast iphuma kulezi indawo vele sezipopulated sezigcwele abantu eyiphiloyo ndawo ise-Europe angithi uyabona. So verse 2, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, his mouth as of a lion. Naye le dragon iyachazwa inezinyawo zebhere, inemlomo we-lion angithi uyabona. Inani futhi okay ifana ne-leopard futhi le beast angithi uyayibona uverse 2 bese kuthiwa and the dragon gave him his power, his seat, great authority. So i-dragon uba i-dragon uRevelation 12 usitshela ukuthi i-dragon yini angithi uyabona i-pagan Rome leya dragon ebeyifuna ukubamba ingane ngesikhathi ingane ifuna ukuzala isazozala ingane angithi uma ufunda uRevelation 12 verse 5 nansi ingane izalo and i-dragon ifuna ukubamba ingane as soon as ingane izalwa lapha verse 4 siyazi ukuthi pagan Rome le ifuna ukudestroy ingane ngesikhathi uHerod siyazi uHerod ungaphansi kwe-pagan Rome and then ufuna nje bebulala izingane nje uHerod inhloso yakhe ukubulala lengane angithi uyabona. So i-dragon siyazi pagan Rome and so now le dragon chapter 13 lesimfundayo ke manje i-dragon ifuna inikeza le beast esikhuluma ngayo efana ne-leopard la inikeza i-power, seat, great authority. So sithi le beast esikhuluma ngayo ku-Revelation 13 iphephesile angithi uyabona and i-pagan Rome izonikeza iphepesi what i-power nansi lento izoyinikeza i-power yini military power izinto ezindala ke lezi siyazazi military power and siyazi ukuthi i-power iphepesi izoyithola nini izoyithola ngesikhathi uClovis inkosi yaseFrance uyena oqala wasupplya i-military power amasosha akhe ukusupport iphepesi ngo-496 AD angithi uyabona. So i-power leya ayinika i-seat uyithole nini ngesikhathi uConstantine esplitter i-Rome yadivideka into 2 east and west nini ngo-330 AD. So i-seat wayithola lapho uPope ngesikhathi uConstantine emoves i-seat yakhe eyise-Constantinople yasala le city i-vacant ingenamuntu then iPope yayithola lapho i-seat ngo-330 AD and great authority. I-authority ke uyithole nini uPope uyithole ngo-533 authority ngesikhathi uJustinian i-empire yase-East ithi izokwenza uPope manje the corrector of heretics. It please the Pope ukuthi uPope is going to be the corrector of heretics. I-heretic lo muntu ke ufuna ukuzifundela iBhayibheli ufuna ukuzibelivela ukuthi uNkulunkulu uthini ngalesikhathi iPope ithi akho umuntu ozofunda iBhayibheli wena fanele ulalele i-Catholic priest ulalele iPope ukuthi ithini and so if ungayenzi lento esho iPope you are heretic kufanele uyoshiswa staking angithi. So sithi ke i-authority uyithole lapho ngo-533 zonke lezi zinto zilungiselelani kahle zilungiselela ukuthi ipapacy ihlale ethronini ngo-538 bese irula ke supremely ke manje for 1260 years. Right, ipoint ebesiza kulona ukuthi mase irulile na izovela ke lento ukuthi izorula ke ipopular for 42 months angithi yabona. And so mase itholele le throne 42 months 1260 days okuthi 1260 years lo angithi siyabona. And so verse 5 chapter 13 verse 5 and there was given him unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. So 42 months iPope rule 1260 years law. So kushukuthi ke ekupheleni kwa 42 months kuzokwenzekana. Verse 11 sizela verse 11 ipoint lethu. Verse 11 and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So nayi beast ifana nelamb, iqhamuka emhlabeni, ayiqhamuka olwandle le, angithi yabo, leyoqala iqhamuka olwandle, iphepesi le iqhamuka emhlabeni. Umhlaba sithe ilezi indawo ezingenabantu, ezingekho populated, ezingenama cities, esafana ezidevelopiwe. United States of America ke lesikhuluma ngayo ngesikhathi abantu besuka e-Europe beya e-America bethola izwe lingenamuntu, balidevelop izwe, angithi siyazi bekhona ama-tribes anyway. But sithi yiyo le beast enezimpondo ezimbili. United States of America le yenzeka nini lento 1798, right? So ipoint lethu nje sizoveza leyo nto ukuthi 1798 laqala khona the power enezimpondo ezimbili, United States of America, ezogcina isikhuluma njenge-dragon nayo, angithi uyabona. And siyayazi ukuthi i-dragon le ebekade ishushisa umntwana, ifuna ukubulala umntwana. So i-dragon lesa spirit se-persecution, so crucius. So 1798 is ayithula ama-institutions ayaqala. Seventh-day Adventist Church, ngesikhathi kuqala ingilosi yokuqala, ngesikhathi abantu benikezwe imessage, incwadi ivuliwe, sizwile uJohn chapter 10 ithathwe esandleni sengilosi, right? So now lama institutions ayaqala ke njengamanje, and then ke siyaqhubeka siyaphambili. So sizwile ukuthi ke 1844 kwakhona ke uphoxeka kwi-Seventh-day Adventist Church or endlini kaNkulunkulu, le disappointment, but ke le bitterness. So le bitterness fanele siyibone futhi nangaphandle la kwi-United States of America, angithi siyabona. So ngo-1844 into eyenzeka, so if ungakwazi ukuyithola le quotation, I will read it. So nansi le quote sitholile, itholakala lapha ku-Great Controversy 389.2. Fundeka kanje la. Kuthiwa la, the second angel's message of Revelation 14 was first preached in the summer of 1844, and it then had a more direct application to the churches of the United States, where the warning of the judgment had been mostly widely proclaimed and most generally rejected, and where the declension in the churches has been most rapid. So ingilosi yesibili lekhulunywa ngayo eyashunyayelwa ngo-1844 ehlobo, kuthiwa le message le ingilosi yesibili iqondene ngqo nalamabandla nalama-churches ase-America. Remember, sikhuluma ngo-1844, sikhuluma manje ngento eyenzeka ngaphandle, not inside kwi-movement, uyabona. And so bese kuthiwa la, but the message of the second angel did not reach its complete fulfillment in 1844. Okay, bese kuthiwa kukhulunywa nje ukuthi ayizange ize ifike egcineni, ave kuthiwa iphela ngo-1844 le message. The churches then experienced a moral fall in consequence of their refusal of the light of the Advent message. But that fall was not complete. Okay, khona moral fall lapha ekukhulunywa ngayo. Ama-churches awile ngo-1844, kune-moral fall ekukhulunywa ngayo la, right? So ama-churches e-United States, amabandla ngo-1844 khulunywa ukuthi asewile. Kwenzekani la kule history? So kukhona into eyenzekayo kule history, right? Okay, khona i-message eshunyelwa ama-Millerites emayelana nokubuya kwaKristu, but le message if bekuthiwa ngempela bayayamukela kahle hle, ibizowasiza ama-churches, iwa-prepare ukubuya kukaKristu. Khona i-issue ababhekene nayo la, eyiphi le history? I-history ye-slavery, angithi uyabona. So ama-churches into ebebhekene nayo la i-slavery, because i-slavery eqaleni bekade kuyinto eyamukelekile nje, abantu bengayinakile abantu bezi-own islave, yabona, noma ngabe uyakholwa ukuba neslave, yabona, because kushilo uNkulunkulu, angithi kushiwo njalo, kuthiwa hayi kusho uNkulunkulu no-Abraham wayeneslave naye, abantu bethu laba sibanikiwe, abantu base-Afrika, labantu bazoseva thina, ngithi uyabona. So but kodwa manje isikhathi siqhubeka kukhona abantu asebengayisayithandisisi kahle lento yeslavery. Sikhuluma ngamabandla in general, and so kuzoba khona-ke manje i-debate nokuphikisana kulama churches, khona abafuna islavery, khona abanye abangasifuni, yabona. Yonke leya nto leader towards 1844, njengoba sozo Ellen White ekhuluma ukuthi vele lamabandla awile, or lamabandla ubeka ngokuthi churches then experience a moral fall. So vele ama-churches awile, and la amabandla amaningi ila afika ahlukana khona kule issue ebahlukanisayo slavery. Njengoba namanje lento ehlukanisa ama-churches lezo gcina ngo-1863 igcina seyilwisa-ke manje, angithi uyabona, kusuka i-civil war. So sithi kunama-churches or amabandla amakhulu la esiwaziyo, i-Methodist Church, i-Baptist Church, ne-Presbyterian Church, lamabandla amakhulu lawa ekuyiwona a-separate or abane-split ngenxa yale slavery, angithi uyabo, agcina kuhlukene njengoba uzoze sekukhona i-Southern Baptist Church, yabo, ngoba ise-South labafuna islave, so agcina ehlukana lamabandla. Kukhona these major splits, amabandla ehlukana ngayi-slavery. So sithi-ke i-bitterness le besizama ukuyiveza ukuthi ave i-experience-wa ama-Millerites kuphela, i-experience-wa lento namabandla ngaphandle, angithi uyabona, e-United States of America, le bitterness le ekakayi babayo, angithi uyabona. So sithi-ke yonto eyenzekalayo la, nami lo mkhumbi kuyaqhubeka-ke, besikhuluma ngalo mkhumbi kahle kahle, siku-Acts 27 la sikhona, right? And then bese kufikwa uverse 7, ngoba manje uverse 7 uzothi, and when we had sailed slowly many days and scarce were come over against Cnidus, right? Kudala kutravel many days, umkhumbi uthwele kanzima, kuyacaca khona le mimoya ephikisana nomkhumbi la, ngithi uyabona. And so bese kuthiwa sagcina sifikile eCnidus. So at last kwafikwa eCnidus, right? So igama elithi Cnidus vele lizothi needled or irritated, uyabona. Uyabona leya nto, liyabona la meva lawa, la meva lawa athi meke akulukhuza ahlangana nesikhumba lesi abese ababe ehawuzelela, ngithi uyabona. So Cnidus khulunywa ngento enjalo la, or khona lento ethaza irritator. Anyway, into esoyiveza la njengamanje ukuthi into ozoyizwa la njengoba kukhulunywa la, kukhulunywa ukuthi the wind not suffering us, we sail under Crete over against Salmon. So baphazanyiswa umoya-ke njengamanje la, yabona. And kuthiwa we sailed under Crete, nansi lento ifuna ukuyiveza khona soyibona lento le, yabona. We sail under Crete, uyabona. So iphi lento, nansi imap yethu, right, ukuze icace kahle lento. We sail under Crete. So sithe mesiveza-ke kule map le yavela ngalolu hlobo lento. So kancane nje la Alright, so besithekele mkhumbi usuka eCaesarea nanku usuka weze Sidon. Sawubona wahamba ngaphansi kweCyprus waze wazofika eMyra. So iphelele lapha kuverse 5, uverse 5 uphela la. Wangena ke emkhumbini wase-Alexandria. Nanku lo mkhumbi usuka eMyra. And then nanku uhamba ke manje wafika eNidus. So na-ke eNidus kahle kahle lo mkhumbi bekufanele uqhubeke phela ngithi uyabo, ngoba kahle kahle ufuna ukuya e-Italy lo mkhumbi, na-ke e-Italy eRome la ufanele ufike khona. So bekufanele uhambe straight la lo mkhumbi lo, but kodwa manje ubona ukuthi uma ufika la ushona phansi, angithi uyabo, uyehla la nayi Crete, and kuthiwa manje bazohamba under Crete, yabona. So yini iproblem? Bavinjezelwa umoya, angithi uyabona, khona umoya obavimbezelayo la. So sithiyo-ke lento ekhulunywayo la manje ukuthi sizohamba under Crete esikhundleni sokuthi sihambe straight, yabona. Right. So sithi-ke sibonani-ke la into esiyitholayo-ke la, sithola ukuthi-ke manje lo mkhumbi lo ubuhamba kahle, right? Ngalolu hlobo ubuhamba ngalo, yize uslow, right? But uma ufika la ushona phansi, angithi yabo. So ushona phansi la, and kuthiwani-ke la over against Salmon, and verse 8, and hardly passing it came unto a place. All right, sisazoya-ke lapho, but sifuna nje ukuveza ukuthi lo mkhumbi manje ushintsha i-direction uma ufika la, uyabona. Ake sibheke enye indawo ezosicacisela lento esiyifundayo. Kodwa singayanga nje kude, sizosho ukuthi u-1863 lo, siyazi ukuthi ngo-1863 movement izofikaphi, izofika la abantu bethini, abantu bezorejecta i-2520, angithi. So nansi lento. So angithi uyakhumbula le chart ukuthi le chart le izosinikeza lama figures akhona la le chart, right? Enye ama figures akule chart 2520, angithi. So and William Miller, uthi William Miller kukhona ama commencements of the truths awanikwa. Shukuthi kunamaqiniso awu-3 uWilliam Miller awanikwa, commencement of the chain of truths. So abese yawachaza la aqala khona lamaqiniso awanikwa, abese bala u677, abese bala u457 BC, abese zobala u508. Lama figures akhona kule chart le oyi3, izinto azinikwa lezulu ingilosi le beyimguide, 677 no457 nalo 508 AD. So manje ipoint ilithini, kuzofika abantu-ke la kwi-movement siyazi ukuthi-ke even naye uJames White uzobe khona kuleyo nto, ukuthi ekugcineni kuzoba khona into ethi 1863 kuzobe kufikwa lapha kuthiwa hayi engathi uMiller waye-wrong ngaleya 2520, yabona. And siyazi ukuthi bazoyi-reject i-2520, and so sithi-ke yiyo-ke lento-ke manje ukuthi-ke ngo-1863 sebengene ebumnyameni-ke, ngoba phela ukwazi manje ukuthi ureject i-2520. Uma ureject i-2520 kusho ukuthi urejectani kahle kahle, urejecta leli chart 1843 chart, urejecta umoya wesiprophet, because umoya wesiprophet early writings page 74 ukhulume ukuthi yonke into la ibidirectwa isandla sikaNkulunkulu. So akekho umuntu onelungelo lokuthi ngakhona into ayishintshayo kuleli chart. And ama-Millerite uzwile ekhuluma ngoHabakuk chapter 2 enze application ukuthi uNkulunkulu bebaguide babonisa lezi zinto ukuthi makubhalwe lama-visions abekwe kulama-tables ukuze umuntu ofuna ukuwafunda agijime, angithi uyabo. So mawuphika ifigure ethile la, so uphika yonke into. So ingakho-ke sithi 1863 bangene ebumnyameni ngalolo hlobo, ingakho kubona lo mkhumbi-ke manje wehla, ngithi uyabo, ushintsha i-course, ushintsha i-direction, awusakwazi manje uqhubeka uye phambili. Angithi sayibona leyana. So sisentweni enjalo-ke njengamanje, right? Sibuye-ke size kwi-United States of America ngoba sithela ama-institutions ayi-2 ahambisana nje kanjalo. 1863, nansi quotation la, ake sizwe ukuthi uthini u-A.T. Jones. Right, khona i-quotation la ka-A.T. Jones. February 1863, there was begun an organized movement by a religious combination composed of the evangelical churches of the country, to get the government and of the United States committed by direct legislation to a recognition of the Christian religion and the national adoption and enforcement of Sunday as the Christian Sabbath or Lord's Day. So khona ama-developments enzeka lapha ngo-1863. Siyazi labazalwane-ke ama-Protestants la azama ukuphusha leya nto-ke manje yoku-organize i-movement ezophusha le-agenda yabo, naleya nto yokufuna ukushintsha i-constitution, nangithi uyabo, yokufuna ukushintsha i-constitution ukuze le constitution ibe Christian, ngoba bathi le constitution yase-America ayikho Christian, yabona. So bafuna i-constitution ibe more Christian, yabona. So baqala lawo ma-developments-ke njengamanje la, and so-ke sithi bazoyifoma-ke i-movement, i-National Reform Movement ngo-1863, right? So bazoyifoma-ke leyo National Reform Movement, yabona. So sithi-ke iyona-ke lento esiyibonayo manje, because mase befoma leyo movement, this is a moral fall, or this is this cause eshintshayo njengamanje e-United States. Kukhona i-civil war ngaleso sikhathi. Siyazi ukuthi kukhona i-civil war eqale ngo-1861 kuya ku-1863, bese kuba khona nalama-issues, uyabona. So sithi-ke ama-Adventists la ilahlekwa indlela khona for 126 years le movement. Angithi siyayikhumbula leyana, for 126 years bazongena kulo bumnyama-ke manje. So sebekulo bumnyama njengamanje, right? Then moya ku-verse 8, okay, sisekuye u-verse 7, kuthiwa bazosaila under Crete, right? Crete, period of time-ke le isikhathi lesi siyaqhubeka i-Crete, right? U-Crete usho ukuthini? Fleshly or fleshy, right? So uyayizwa-ke lento fleshy manje, kusho ukuthi sikhuluma ngani kahle kahle. Mesikhuluma ngento e-fleshy manje sikhuluma ngokuthi basenyameni, sikhuluma ngama-Adventists lana, ngithi uyabona, basenyameni laba bantu, or basesonweni, kahle kahle. Akwazi ukuthi unga-rejecta i-2520 ubese uthi hayi wena useqinisweni, uyabona. No, usenyameni mase wenza njalo. So this is why kuthiwa manje they are sailing under Crete. Crete means fleshy, yabona. So labazalwane basenyameni, uyayibona leya nto, basesonweni kahle kahle. Prophetic sins, the Seventh Adventist Church ukurejecta i-message, angithi uyabona. Then bese kuba khona leya nto ekuthiwa bazodlula futhi nase-Salmon, angithi uyabona. Salmon means what? Salmon means to overflow, yabona. So to overflow, siyazi le terminology or le term, eligama liyasetshenziswa escriptureni. Sizokhuluma nge-purpose lapha, toward the papacy laphana, the king of the north will overflow. This overflowing sikhuluma ngama-papal doctrines laphana, like mozobona ngithi sikhuluma 126 manje i-Seventh Adventist isebumnyameni, but mesikhuluma ngo-1260 years sikhuluma nge-papacy manje spreader lama-doctrines ayo, these papal doctrines angithi yabona. So nabo lobumnyama buyile-ke futhi manje bese bekukhanyile labantu bese kukhanyeni baphumile ekukhanyeni ngo-1798, but as isikhathi siqhubeka sibona manje umkhumbi wehla ushintsha i-direction, and kusho ukuthi kusenzima-ke akukazi ufikwa la kuyiwa khona, ngithi yabo kuzofikwa kanzima. So-ke manje sibona lama-papal doctrines-ke lezi mfundiso zikaPope zibuyile manje, because imfundiso zikaPope vele imfundiso zabantu ukuthi rejecta izwi likaNkulunkulu wamukele imfundiso zabantu, angithi njengoba sekhona abantu abazi kakhulu manje, angithi uyabona. So iyaqhubeka-ke lento ithi lento siya ku-verse 8, verse 8, and hardly passing it came unto the place which is called the Fair Haven, nigh whereunto was the city of Lascia. So lo mkhumbi-ke manje sithi uzofika eLascia or Lascia or Lascia. So but Lascia usho ukuthini? Lascia means wise, angithi? Right. So sithini kahle kahle u-1989 lo manje siyambona, u-1989 lo 2001 lo. So sithi from 1863 to 1989 it's 126 years bedwanguza kulobu bumnyama, angithi yabo, bese ufika eLascia, uyabona. So sifuna ukuthi siyibone lapho njengamanje ukuthi thini lento yaseLascia. So ake sobheka lapha ku-verse 10 sizama uku-understanda indaba le yaseLascia, right? Asqale ku-verse 9. Now when much time was spent, baseLascia manje la bekhona, right? When much time was spent, and when sailing was now dangerous, because the fast was now already past, Paul admonished them. Verse 10, and said unto them, Sirs, I perceive that this voyage will be with hurt and much damage, not only of the laden and ship, but also of our lives. So siseLascia 1989 la, and Lascia means wise, right? So naku Paul uzobanikeza imessage njengamanje. uPaul uyaqala uyabatshela ukuthi hey, ngiyabona la ukuthi kuzoba khona ingozi, yabona manje. Ngoba manje bafuna ukusayila manje, bafuna ukuqhubeka basayile manje, and ngalesikhathi-ke ku-dangerous, and uyabawonisha uPaul ukuthi sizolimala, and not akuzulimala impahla kuphela nomkhumbi, not even our lives, yabona. So asizwe ukuthi bazuthini kuyena. Verse 11, nevertheless the centurion believed the master and the owner of the ship more than those things which were spoken by Paul. So uPaul akazumanyelwa la, akazulalelwa. Umuntu ozolalelwa i-owner yalo mkhumbi. Singo-1989 uPaul uyasukuma uyasho ukuthi hey, sizoba nenkinga phambili, ku-wrong, ku-dangerous, khona umoya ozayo, kuyabheda. Bathi laba hayi asizukumamela, umuntu esomamela ubani? Lo phethe umkhumbi. So but sithi-ke khona abantu aba-wise la bazo-understanda, befanele ba-understand. uPaul urepresenta the wise, uPaul uya-understanda la lo hlakaniphile uPaul. Ngoba remember uPaul isithe lo okwi-movement, and uPaul njengamanje uya-understanda ukuthi kwenzekani, uyena o-understandayo. Bonke labanye abantu aba-understandi ukuthi kwenzekani. I-understanding ne-increase of knowledge njengamanje inikezwa uPaul. Sikhuluma ngale movement-ke ngo-1989 inikezwa le movement, but i-leadership ayizoyamukela leya message. Umuntu abazolalelwa vele kuzolalelwa i-leadership ye-Seventh-day Adventist Church, and uma ulalela i-leadership ye-Seventh-day Adventist Church vele siyazi ukuthi ulahlekile. So in other words, vele-ke i-leadership ayizomamela le message meyiqhamuka ngo-1989, iqhamuka no-Jeff P. Pincher, siyakhumbula message yaDaniel 11 verse 40-45 ezothesta leli bandla i-Seventh-day Adventist Church, zange bayimamela. So nale nto siyayibona kuthiwa kwabhilivwa isikhulu lesi somkhumbi kunokuthi kumanyelwe uPaul. Angizuyabona ukuthi sisaphinda leya history, siyayirepeata but seyine-information eningi manje ngoba siqale ku-1798 sesibuyile sesifikile futhi ku-1989 sisaqhubeka nalomkhumbi wase-Alexandria, siyabona. So ake siqhubeke nawo sizwe ukuthi uzosithatha usibekele, and then-ke emva kwaloko-ke kuzokwenzekani. Hhayi-ke abazomamela uPaul. Verse 12, and because the heaven was not commodious, siyazi vele-ke ukuthi ngenxa yokuthi hayi abafuni ukushayelwa iwinter bela, bafuna ukuthi bawelele kwelinye idolobho ukuthi hayi ngeke asithole elinye idolobho engathi kungconywana leli, yabo. And nansi into uyizwa kahle siku-verse 12, and because the haven was not commodious to winter in, the more part advised to depart thence also, if by any means they might attain to Phoenix. Mesifike Phoenix nje, hayi kuzoba ngcono. And there to winter, which is a haven of Crete, and lieth toward the south, and lieth towards the southwest and northwest. Okay, bayasho ukuthi hayi sifuna nje ukudlulela kwelinye idolobha, yabona. Verse 13, and when the south wind blew softly, supposing that they had obtained their purpose, loosing thence, they sailed close by Crete. Yabo. So bala ngo-1989 kwathiwa dedela umkhumbi ungena olwandle, yabo. Wathi uma ungena olwandle ayi kwavele kwablow umoya, yabo, kwablow umoya, south wind angithi, uyabona. So kwablow umoya, south wind, yabona. Kuza kahleke lo moya, umoya wase-south ke lona, moya waseningizimu uvumelana nabo, uza kahle, yabona, uza kahle. So sithi ngoba vele ngo-1989 njengoba wazi ukuthi khona inkosi yase-South lapho i-USSR, njengoba i-USSR izodefeatwa, izohlulwa ngo-1989. So sithini yonke lento iza kahle, ngithi, yabo. I-America iyayijabulela lo nto, angithi i-America la izosukuma khona izenze superpower emhlabeni wonke ngoba seyihlulile iRussia, angithi. So sithi mekublowa leya mimoya yase-south, iy'ndaba ziza kahle ngoba ziza in your favor, ngithi, yabo. But into abangazange bayibuze kahle-ke i-east wind, because-ke kuze i-east wind-ke manje, uyabona. So siyazi-ke ukuthi-ke manje mesikhuluma nge-east wind kahle kahle sikhuluma ngani. Ayisithi ubheka kancane le ndaba ye-east wind before sikhulume nge-east wind. Asiqhubeke sifunde la uverse 14 uthini. Angithi bajabulile i-south wind blow us softly, yabona. But not long after there arose against it a tempestuous wind called Euroclydon. So i-Euroclydon-ke le esikhuluma ngayo-ke manje, nangu lo moya-ke manje, yabona. Nangu lo moya, east wind-ke le, yabona-ke manje iyona-ke ezobasokolisa-ke manje, yabona. umkhumbi ke manje uzoba senkingeni. So sithi east wind yini, ake sithi ukulandela kancane nje lento yale east wind. Ake siye kuGenesis chapter 4. Anyway, mesikhuluma east wind, sikhuluma ngo-Islam ke manje. Sikhuluma ngo-9/11 2001 la sikhona. Sayifunda ke leyo nto ukuthi ngo-9/11 ila uBin Laden nalama terrorists akhe u-Al-Qaeda, right, bezothatha ama-plane, ba-hijack ama-plane ayi-4 lama jumbo jet bese beyo-direct ukuthi I-2 ayoshaya i-World Trade Center, lamabhilidi amade amakhulu eNew York, lawa represent i-economy of the world, because lamabhilidi ayi-2 i-World Trade Center lapho la i-trade yenziwa khona, ngithi uyabona. Washaya lamabhilidi ayi-2 ke uBin Laden ngalama terrorists akhe. And then I told amabhanoyi elinye la ushaya military defense force yase-America ePentagon, elinye la ushaya emhlabeni, right? So leya terrorist attack iyo lesiyimake la. Sikhuluma ngama-activities ka-Islam njengamanje, right? This east wind. So sithi-ke manje siyibheke leyo nto. Exodus, Genesis chapter 4 verse 1 verse 6. Siyibheke eqaleni lento yale east wind, because le symbol sihlanganise ne-east wind, uyabona. Sorry, Genesis chapter 41. So 41 verse 6 kuthiwa lana, and behold 17 years and blasted with the east wind sprang up after them. So uFaro lo iphupho likaFaro, uFaro mkhumbulo waphupha waphupha leza zikhwebe ezu-7 sikhumbula, ezinye zizacile ezinye zikhuluphele, yabo. And then lezi ezinye zablastwa i-east wind lapha ku-verse 6, angithi uyabona. So and siyazi lapha khulunywa ngendlala-ke, leya ndlala leyana ezoshaya i-Egypt, angithi uyayikhumbula, for 7 years, yabona. But lezi zikhwebe ezizacile lezi zishawe i-east wind, angithi uyabona. So nansi lento ke manje lento yale east wind, sibone ukuthi sisazokwazi ukuzikhumbula kahle lezi zethu, uyabona, because sizama ukwenza leya revision encane nje. Exodus chapter 4 chapter 10 verse 13, right? Kuthiwa la, Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all the day and all that night. uNkulunkulu let east wind, right? And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them after them shall be such. So now futhi lama locust alethwa east wind, yebo leya east wind mayiblow ilethe lama locust, and lama locust azobe seshaya i-vegetation yase-Egypt, onke ukudla kwabo ke manje emasimini kushawa ile east ilama locust alethwe i-east wind, yabona. So east wind ke iza naleya persecution, iza naleya ayizinendaba ezindle. Naye manje east wind manje izoshaywa umkhumbi manje, angithi uyabo, shaywa umkhumbi uluze i-direction njengamanje. uPaul bebatshelile ukuthi singangeni olwandle, angithi uyabo. So leya nto ke sasi-associate no-Islam, but i-story ke sike sasidiscussa uRevelation chapter 9, siyazi ukuthi ngithole kanjani lo 2001 njengoba sengichazile ama-activities ka-Islam lawo ku-2001, yonke leya nto ihlangane ne-east wind. So right, sidlule nje. So sithi ke hayi east wind, and ke manje baphakathi nalo ulwandle ke njengamanje, right? And kuyaqhutshekwa ke kuyahanjwa. Verse 15, and when the ship was caught and could not bear up into the wind, we let her drive. Hayi kumphumbu uyazihambela ke manje awunandlela ucontroleki ke njengamanje angithi uyabona. But lose direction ke manje. And running under a certain island which is called Clauda, we had much work to come by the boat. Hayi ngeke saphuma manje sekunzima. Right? Sekunzima manje. Umkhumbi uyaphephuka manje. So let's jump forward. See verse 27. So Moya verse 27. Chapter 27, verse 27. So sifuna ukukhuluma ngani ke manje? Sifuna ukukhuluma sithi midnight cry lefuna ukukhuluma ngayo. Right. Kwenzekani lapha? Verse 27. But when the 14th night was come, as we were driven up and down in Adria, about midnight, the shipman deemed that they drew near to some country. Sebehambe like 14 nights, basho njalo angithi. So bahambe 14 nights, siyayazi ke le number 14 angithi yebo. Le number 14 leyana ile number ehlangene ne-midnight cry angithi yabo. Because angithi yakhumbula ukuthi kwaku August 14 ngesikhathi uSamuel Snow efika ne-midnight cry message, and then ke ngakusasa ke bazigcwalisa ke yonke indawo izwe lonke angithi yabona. So lo number 14 lo njengoba besho bethi sebe na 14 nights behlele emkhunjini behlele olwandle yabo. Ebusuku at midnight, right? Ukatholakala ukuthi engazuthi khona izwe esifike kulona la manje angithi yabo. Sibe ngoba kudala behamba besolwandle, right? So bazothini ke manje verse 28 besithi leyanto and sounded and found it 20 fathoms, and when they had gone a little further they sounded and again and found it 15 fathoms. So nansi into enzeka manje at midnight after 14 days, midnight cry there, and sebeyathola ukuthi sekukhona i-country sofika kuyona lana manje angithi yabona ngoba besolwandle sonke lesi sikhathi. Bazoqala ke manje khona indlela abazoyisebenzisa yokusounda, bathola ukuthi bakude buduze kangakanani nale ndawo. So khona isystem abayisebenzisayo, they are using sound, basebenzisa umsindo ukuthola ukuthi sikude kangakanani, right? So baya calculator ke manje. So sithi kuya calculator ke manje and bafuna ukuthola ke manje. So batheme besound ekuqaleni basounda 20 times angithi. Baphinde futhi basounda 20 times. Maybe sounda 20 times bathola ukuthi batheme besounda bathola ukuthi ama-fathoms lawa khulunywa ngawo ayi-20. So ama-fathoms ayi-20 bayathi maybe sounda futhi bathola ama-fathoms ayi-15. So sizozama i-fathom ke ilendlela ababala ngayo. So i-fathom siyazi ke manje ukuthi i-fathom iwu-72 inches kahle kahle, angithi uyabo, iwu-72 inches. So kusho ukuthi-ke manje lento kahle kahle ungayibala. I-fathom lilinye is 72 inches. So-ke manje uzokwazi-ke ukuthi-ke lento ungayibala-ke njengamanje, right? So sibone ukuthi singakwazi ukuyibala ngokushesha. Right, 72 times 20 tolu 1440, 72 times 15 tolu 1080, 0 plus 0 0, 4 plus 8 is 12, 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 is 2. So moyibala lento ihlanganisa uthola i-2520, ama inches awu 2520. So la kwi-midnight cry, so 2520 lo simsebenzisayo mesibala isikhathi, mesifuna ukubala isikhathi. U-2520 lo wasetshenziswa ngo-2012 mhlazane ingelosi yesibili eDapaminda eqhamuka nalesi sesiphrofethi sokuthi u-2014 waymark ebalekile, and it's a Sunday low waymark 2014. So ngo-2012 time was revealed kule movement, sanikezwe isikhathi kule movement 2012. And 2012 is a formalization of their dispensation, and it's called their dispensation there. Eqala 2001 iya ku-2014 yakhumbula. So la in between sino 2009 sibe no 2012, right? So kwaku-2012 mhlazane benikezwa, kwaku-2012 benikezwa isikhathi, angithi uyabona. So leya idea-ke ukuthi-ke vele formalization, you have increase of knowledge, then you have formalization, and siyazi ukuthi formalization of the message ila-ke manje vele. So understand-ke manje ukuthi istep esilandelayo yini, ileya test, angithi uyabona. So message is-formalized ngaleso sikhathi, and sekulindeleke ukuthi uyayamukela or uyayirejecta. Uma uyayirejecta, angithi uyabona, because message clear. And so i-message yesikhathi leya khona bazoyirejecta leya message, njengoba sazi ukuthi even nengelosi yokuqala ayizomkhangela leya message, uzoyichitha lapha, angithi uyabona, le message ebeyimayelana nesikhathi 2014. So kahle kahle midnight cry ethile le, angithi uyayibona leya. So leya message eqhamuka nesikhathi. So njengoba manje beqhamuka ne-midnight cry manje kukhulunywa ngesikhathi vele la, angithi uyabona, njengoba sebethola manje ukuthi sengathi sesiseduze vele nakule ndawo esiya kuyona, angithi uyayibona leya nto leya. So ngoba usufuna ukuthola lapho ukuthi ukuphi nendawo la uzofika khona, la uya khona, angithi uyayibona leya nto. So again naleya history lapha phezulu uyazi ukuthi lapha ya phezulu before uKristu abuye okwesibili bazonikezwa isikhathi, time, kuleya waymark, ukuthi bazonikezwa ukuthi uKristu uzobuya nini. Angithi uyasho Ellen White kwi-Great Controversy ukuthi bezwa i-voice from heaven isho isikhathi sokubuya kukaKristu. So ngaphambi kokuba uKristu abuye khona le message yesikhathi, angithi uyayibona leya. And sithi i-midnight cry leya, or is this formalization of this message, i-message mayiqoqeka iformalizwa, ngoba even uJohn the Baptist naye ilazo shumayela khona laphaya, uJohn uyashumayela laphaya kwi-formalization. I-message iphelele iyaqala i-message uyayishumayela uJohn. So but besizama ukuveza leya midnight cry nje iyona into ebesifuna ukuyiveza ukuthi-ke babala isikhathi-ke manje, right? So sithi kuleli point-ke i-midnight cry leya, chapter 27 verse 27, and sibone i-doubling, sithe midnight cry weMark ibona ngani nge-doubling, lezi zinto eziphindana kabili laphaya. Babylon is fallen, right? Isho njalo. So ngo-August-ke 14-ke uyakhumbula ukuthi-ke there was a cry made, kuthiwa nanku umyeni nama-virgin mawavuke. So namanje-ke la sisasho leyo nto ukuthi-ke kukhona leya nto-ke manje ukuthi-ke engazuthi sikukhona izwe sikulona ngoba basolwandle laba bantu, and kusebusuku ngesikhathi beyithola le nto ukuthi engathi sesifike kuleli lizwe esifike kulona, njengoba beqala benza ama-sound manje ukuthola ukuthi bakude buduze kangakanani nale ndawo. And so you can imagine ukuthi mebethola ukuthi bakude buduze kangakanani-ke nendawo neland, uyabona ukuthi i-shout elapho yokujabula. Can you imagine kade nihlelo olwandle 14 days ungazi nokuthi umhlabathi ungalapha, seniyathola manje ukuthi seniseduze kumhlabathi manje, liya shout noma ngashongo kodwa liya shout. You can imagine now ukuthi fanele kwajatshulwa. So ebusuku sithi i-midnight cry there, right? But sithi ngaphambi kwe-midnight cry message sithi konke yenzekayo la, ke sibheke laphana ku Acts 27 verse 21. Kuthiwa laphana, but after long abstinence Paul stood forth in the midst of them and said, Sirs, you should have hearkened unto me, and not have loosed from Crete, and to have gained this harm and loss. And now I exhort you to be of good cheer, for there shall be no loss of any man's life among you, but of the ship. For there stood by me this night the angel of God, whom I serve, whose I am, and whom I serve, saying, Fear not, Paul, thou must be brought before Caesar. And lo, God had given thee all them that sail with thee. Wherefore, sirs, be of good cheer, for I believe God, that it shall be even as it was told me. Howbeit we must be cast upon a certain island. So, just before, after nje bishawa istorm la 9/11, nansi inti nakula verse 21 to verse 26, khona weMark la, and uthi uPaul bekufanele ngabe ningilalelile ngoba ubebatshelile ukuthi masingasuki lapha eLasha, hayi kwalalelwa bani, kwalalela umphathi we-ship umkhumbi lo, right? So but manje uPaul une-message ke manje, and sizoveza ke manje ukuthi ngempela ke manje njengoba uPaul ene-message, ukuze manje usinde ngempela kulo mkhumbi kuzofanele ulalele uPaul, umthathe serious. And iyona themba, iyona hope abanayo ke njengamanje le, ukuthi fanele ulalele uPaul, yebo. And uPaul is Taylor movement, and ayikho enye indlela manje fanele besindisiwe yokusindiswa manje ukuthi mabamamele uPaul. Siyayibona le nto, right? So sithi ke uPaul unikiwe imessage ke njengamanje, and sizosho ke this is a midnight cry. Sorry, this is midnight, before midnight cry. Lama waymarks nje I2 phakathi kwaleya waymark naleya waymark, ngoba sizosho manje ukuthi Sunday law leya. So 9/11 khona ama waymarks aphakathi lapha ngithi uyabona, 2001 Sunday law, bese kuba khona lama waymarks abaphakathi lapha ngithi. So siyazazi lezi zinto abanye bethu, right? So nansi-ke imessage-ke manje. So mawunyuka uye laphaya ku-verse 31, Paul usaqhubeka. Paul said to the centurion and to the soldiers, "Except these abide in the ship, you cannot be saved." Then the soldiers cut off the ropes of the boat and let her fall off. Angithi manje sekuyazeka ukuthi vele ikhona i-island ekhona la. And manje abantu sebeqala baphenika manje sekukhona abafuna nokujumpa manje behle bajumpe baphumele ngaphandle kweboat. Uthi uPaul if bezophuma manje akho umuntu ozosave bazofa bonke labantu. And so izintambo bese ziphonsiwe kwaqala zanqanyula izintambo yezwa lento. So sisazama ukuveza le nto ukuthi seyalalelwa manje uPaul la, ngithi yabo, because phela uPaul uye manje olawulayo kule boat njengamanje. If ungazumamela uPaul njengamanje, hayi ngeke uzusindiswe futhi, uyabona. So izothi mayiqhubeka le nto verse 34, "Wherefore I pray you to take some meat," because kudala behleli lana 14 days bengadli. "For this is for your health, for they shall not an hair fall from the head of any of you." And when he had thus spoken, he took bread and gave thanks to God in presence of them all. And when he had broken it, he began to eat. Then were they all of good cheer, and they also took some meat. And we were in all in the ship 216 souls. So sila-ke manje after 14 days uPaul uthi mabadle isinkwa, badle isinkwa-ke njengamanje, right? Ngempela kuPaul une-message, and-ke naku banikeza isinkwa manje, and isona sinkwa sibaphilisa lesa, right? And kuso leso sikhathi sinikezwa isibalo sabantu, right? So kulindiwe-ke sonke lesikhathi bengasitsheli ukuthi-ke isibalo sabantu bangaphi abantu abakulo mkhumbi, sizotshelwa ngalesikhathi. So at midnight, kwi-midnight cry, sitshelwa ukuthi abantu bawu-776, but siyazi ukuthi-ke about 3 sithe ubani ilaba abahamba noPaul, right? But akuyibona abantu abala beside uPaul noLuke no-Aristarchus. Kusho ukuthi bangaphi labantu? About 273. So Paul me-break isinkwa, ehlephula isinkwa, me-nikeza imessage, enikeza imessage, obani laba abanikezayo? Unikeza leya 273. Angithi uyabo. So kwenzekani-ke manje la? Uyasikhumbula isifundo sethu-ke sisiqala sithe labo line bamayelana noNkulunkulu ebuild ithempeli lakhe, angithi? So sithe bathatha abantu abasethempelini laNkulunkulu abasevayo, priest, Levites and the Nethinims. Nethinims laba bezizwe, angithi, ama-Gentiles. So manje nangu Paul unikeza isinkwa, unikeza imessage, unikeza abantu laba basemkhumbini. So sithi emkhumbini uyabona-ke already ukuthi kunama groups lapha ahlukahlukene. uPaul nalaba ahamba nabo enye igroup leyo yokuqala, ngoba vele bona bahleli beyazi igospel, angithi? So sithi leya group yokuqala leya yabapriest, le group yesibili, le group ela emkhumbini 273, le uPaul manje ahlephula isinkwa, abahlephulela isinkwa bayadla, kubonga uNkulunkulu, ubanika imessage yokubacomfort, ukubaduduza. Sithi ama-Levites lawa represent ama-Levites, and ama-Levites mangaphi lapha? 273, angithi uyabona? Bawu-273 kahle kahle masebebonke ama-Levites, uyabona? So-ke manje bese sithi-ke lo 273 ila-ke sifuna ukumazi kahle ukuthi isitori sakhe kanti kahle ngempela sithini. But before siye kulo 273 inamba yama-Levites, umkhumbi siyawazi ukuthi-ke uzofika kuleli dolobha ekuthiwa iMalta or Melita, right? And so siyazi ukuthi-ke mefika lapha-ke uPaul-ke bazofika laphana-ke, and then bese beshumayela igospel. And sithi-ke manje lama-islanders, laba abantu abahlala kuleya island, sithenga igroup leyana, igroup yesithathu manje le, uyayibona, ama-Nathanims la or ama-Gentiles, abantu bezizwe labaya, because uPaul uzohamba manje ayonikeza igospel, even bese ephilisa nabantu abanye lapha bazophila, azafike nakulo ophethe la kule island, isikhulu lesiyana kuthiwa uPublius, yabona. So igospel iya kwabezizwe-ke manje-ke mayifika eMalta. So sithi Malta Sunday law, angithi uyabona. Ila uPaul ezothi mese ngoba abantu base-island bazobaqoqela izinkuni, kubasa umlilo, babasela umlilo, yabona. And so Paul, uyakhumbula kuqhamuka inyoka lapha nimshaya, yabona. But uPaul uzoyivuthulula, aphinde bamlinde laba, bemlinde ukuthi phela simbone eshayika efa phela, angithi uyabona. But uPaul akazi kufa ngoba uNkulunkulu unaye, uyabona. So sithi uPaul lapha eMalta ushawe inyoka akafi. And siyayazi inyoka-ke uSathane represent uSathane among other things. So but kodwa uPaul ulongafi, angithi uyabo. Sithi uPaul urepresent 144,000 ngalesa sikhathi. And ngoba 144,000 ilaba-ke abangeke baze bafe-ke isimboli yabo leyo kuze kubuye uKristu, angithi uyabona. So siza manje ukutrace lebo line. So sitholile-ke manje ukuthi kusuka ku-1798, 1844, 1863 njengoba lo mkhumbi engathuluza i-direction, wafike la shiya lo mkhumbi 1989 la uPaul ezobawonisha khona ukuthi masingaqhubekini, babe nenkani, baqhubeke bashawe i-Euroclydon east wind laphana 9/11. So bashawe leya east wind, angithi uyabona. And then bese uPaul abanikeza i-message emva kwalokho yokuthi kufanele abe ningilalelile but anizange ningimamela, but une-message-ke manje uPaul, and bazomamela manje, and uyazi ukuthi seyalalelwa manje uPaul, uyabona. And so and ukuze ube saved ukuthi ulalela uPaul and ushumayeza laba bantu-ke, sithola leya number yama-Levites 273. And so nansi-ke le number, moya lapha ku-Numbers chapter 3 siyibone le number ukuthi ngempela le number mesithi ihlangane nama-Levites, ama-Levites yile group yesibili, ngempela yiyo le group yesibili yama-Levites, right? So if nje singabheka kafushane nje la Numbers chapter 3, singayanga into details, but uma ubheka lapha ya kancane nje sibone la. So mawuqala lapha ku Numbers chapter 3 verse 39 kuthiwa laphana, all that were numbered of the Levites which Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord throughout their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000. So bonke-ke laba bantu-ke ababaliwe lapha, ama-Levites labalwayo ngokwama-families abo kuthiwa 22,000, right? Bese kuthiwa maso uya ku verse 43, and all the firstborn males by the number of names from a month old and upward, and of those that were numbered of them were 22,273, right? So 22,273. So ke manje ke ibese ithi ke lento ku verse 46, and for those that are to be redeemed of the 213 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites. So uyabona ke manje ukuthi kukhona ama-Levites 22,000, but kukhona manje abangaphezu kwama-Levites kule namba engezansi. Leyanto kufanele kube khona uthatha kube khona ozothatha isikhundla somunye, leyanto yokuredeema omunye. So more calculator ke manje leyanto 22,273 minus 22,000 isho ke manje lento isale naliya namba. So sifunda uNumbers chapter 3 angithi uyabona. So lento itholakala lapha kuNumbers chapter 3, right? Unga-establish lapha verse 39 to verse 46, but ungafunda lonke chapter and then izokunikeza leyanto ukuthi inamba yama-Levites sithola kanjani kule movement. So sithi 273 inamba yama-Levites ngokwa-Numbers chapter 3, siyabona. And sithiyo leya namba ke manje 273 labantu abakulowa mkhumbi uPaul abanikeza imessage, because uAristarchus noLuke already bona sebenayo imessage angithi uyabona. So bese ke manje sithola leya namba ke 273. So leya namba ke i-Midnight Cry time mayifika ke ngo-2018 izosithatha ke manje leya namba ibese isihambisa ke manje isisa sibese sifuna ukuyo-understanda u-273 BC, right? 273 BC ila ke manje sofuna ukuya khona kulezi zifundo ezinye ezizolandela, ukuze siyobona ke manje ukuthi uNkulunkulu kahle kahle yini la afuna ukusibonisa yona. So ila ke ngempela kuzo understanda ke manje ukuthi uNkulunkulu uyena nolidayo, because ithe mayifika i-Midnight Cry sayibona indlela ayithunga ngayo. Sigcine sifundo Acts chapter 27, but sosuka manje sizithole sesikhuluma ngama-Greeks, Greek kings ke manje sikhuluma ngaleya kingdom yaseGreece, uyabona. Sibese sizithola sesiku-World War I, World War II, uyabona. So ilezi zinto ke uzobona ukuthi ngempela uNkulunkulu uyena oleader kule movement. So zi-complicated lezi zinto ke njengoba ngisho ezinami ngizifunda, these are complicated things, kodwa ke siyambonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi kodwa kukhona esikwaziyo ukubona, and I hope ngempela kukhona esikwaziyo ukuthi sikubone kulezi zinto njengoba sifunda. Sizama nje ukulandela uNkulunkulu eleader abantu bakhe kule movement, and siqiniseke ngempela futhi ukuthi ngempela uNkulunkulu uyena oleader kule movement. So okwamanje asiyibambe la, siwubonile lo mkhumbi usuke ngo-1798 wahamba waze wayofika eMalta shipwreck, ila ufike wahlakazeka khona ke lo mkhumbi. So ila ufike wahlakazeka khona. So sithi ila i-Seventh-day Adventist Church izohamba iphele khona, iyaphela lapha i-Seventh-day Adventist Church. I-United States iyaphela lapha yena eSunday Law, because umkhumbi la uhlakazeka khona, uyabona. And ukuze uphume wena fanele ulalele uPaul, and mothi uzosala kulo mkhumbi, lo mkhumbi lwana uzohlakazeka. So kuzofanele manje uphume kuloya mkhumbi ngoba it's not fit for purpose. So i-Seventh-day Adventist Church ayisazi ukusiza ngalutho, but even in the United States ifike ekugcineni, but siyazi ukuthi-ke lo msebenzi kumanje uyaqhubeka ngoba phela manje kahle kahle nakula sikhona manje, angithi uyabona, between Midnight Cry ne-Sunday Law, ngoba 2021 lona esikhuluma ngayo Midnight Cry. So uyabona ukuthi siseduze kangakanani lapha. So umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu uyaqhubeka even manje sikhuluma. So uNkulunkulu-ke uzosigayida-ke asibonise ukuthi zonke lezi zinto esikhuluma ngazo zizoba njani, how do they look like mase sifika kuzona. So siyambonga uNkulunkulu namhlanje, ngikholwa ukuthi khona sikutholayo kulezi zifundo. Inkosi yomusa inibusise. Amen.